Hello, everybody. Welcome back to TIMBP Live. Or I guess tonight it would be Tim Dip. This is my dry podcast live. Oh, hope everybody's doing well. Good to see you guys back in the chat. Back, of course, with the new and improved setup. I'm digging. I love this setup so much. It feels. It just feels better. It just feels like a better setup in general. Dustin was first here in the chat. Hello, Dustin. Pat says, I'm stuck in traffic. Entertain me. I can do that. Or at least I can attempt to. Donnie the Linux Cat says, tired and sleepy. I feel that, man. I feel that very, very deeply in my soul. And Scott Pigsley says, sup, everyone. What's up, Scott? I am not drinking any bourbon for the stream tonight. I am doing a dry live stream in honor of our dear friend, Miss Lil, down in Brisbane, Australia. We'll talk about that in just a moment. But Chris says, "G'day, Pear Bear, and all from down under." Hope you are doing well, Chris. And he says that Lil is here with him. Fantastic. Andrew West up in Canada. What's going on, buddy? So I am, as I said, doing a dry stream, which I talked about doing at the end of last week's stream in honor of Lil, as I said just a moment ago, who, for those of you who don't know, has been, I don't want to say battling, because that doesn't seem fair, because she just absolutely destroyed and crushed it, breast cancer. We found out about it, I think it was the beginning of December. That feels right. Did I just say Canada? I did just say Canada, Dustin. And in honor of her not being able to drink right now, she goes through chemotherapy. I am not drinking any whiskey on tonight's episode. So instead, I am going to drink what is maybe the flattest Ale 81 that I've ever had in my entire life. I didn't realize that this might be expired, at least slightly. But I didn't even see like a Best Buy date on it anywhere. IF 190. That can't be it. So you get. I haven't done. I don't think I've ever done a sober stream before. But I'm very happy to do it in honor of Lil, because she's part of the family. Love her to death. Love Chris to death. Just so happy to be here together. So is it leftover from the meetup? I don't think it is. I can't remember when exactly I got this, but it's definitely been a long time. But one well of 12 weeks down. Hey, Lil, much love to you too, my friend. Much love to you too. So Scott is asking what Ale 8 is. And Tony says sober January rules. And we also got a snuffy chat from Charlie Brown, who, if you've listened to this week's episode, called into the show, and that was something. He says, cheers to Lil. So thanks, Charlie Brown. So Ale 8. It's called Ale 81, or a late one, and it is a Kentucky staple, basically. A Kentucky, just an original in terms of soda. And what it basically is ginger ale, but it's also got like citrusiness to it too. Kentucky swamp water, indeed. And Patrick says I need more of that. Absolutely. So this is one of my favorite sodas. I mean, it's hard to be in Kentucky and not like it, but there are folks, I'm not going to say that everybody loves it undyingly, but it's one of my favorite bourbon mixers. There's a great drink that I thought I came up with, but I really didn't. that you can get at Keeneland called the Keeneland Breeze, which is Maker's Mark, orange liqueur, and ale 8, and it's spectacular. And I think actually they just use regular ginger ale. They don't use, they don't actually use ale 8. But when I make it, I always use ale 8 because it just adds a little bit extra citrusiness to it. Chris says it's a great soda for mixes. It is indeed. Dustin says love it, and cherry is also the bomb. I am not a big fan of the cherry. I think it tastes too syrupy and artificial. I wanted to like it, I really did, but it's just not. It's not in my wheelhouse, or what is it we say? Not in my ball house. But it's still good. And Scott, you said ginger and lime. It's more like ginger and like oranges and a little bit of lemon. Not so much liminess. But they've been around for just about 100 years. It'll be 100 years in 2026. If we make it that far, we're gonna make it that far. Made with real ginger and citrus, but it's delicious. It's one of my favorite go-to sodas, and just sitting on a hot day in Kentucky, but you want to have a little bit something to drink that maybe isn't beer, and just mix a little bit of the little bit of bourbon with a little bit of ale 8, maybe a little bit more bourbon than a little bit, but it's quite delicious. It's starting to get outside of Tony says, Perry, I have a funny feeling that's not the Charlie Brown from the Barrel Ring. I do know it is not Charlie Brown from the Barrel Ring. It is, in fact, Tony Bag of Donuts himself. So, Lil's going sober January, February, and March. Goodness. Well, dang, a 6-pack of that sounds like a great giveaway. Well, it is, in fact, something that I will be giving away tonight. So for every $5 entry, you are not only getting a 6-pack of Ale-8-1, which, again, is one of our local staples. You will also be getting a full surprise bottle. I have not decided exactly what that is going to be yet, but it will be something mildly special. So let me throw up the actual Snuffy Chat banner there as well. So yeah, Snuffy Chats are done the same way, basically, that you would do with Super Chats, except it's not available right on YouTube. You have to use the link for Stream Elements in the description, or you can use PayPal directly, Venmo, Cash App, whatever works for you. But Swan says, hey, Perry, you're on my TV. Hi, Swan. I'm glad I'm on your TV. And Tipsy Whiskey Shenanigans says, cheers, everyone. Tipsy Whiskey Shenanigans, thank you guys so much for becoming patrons of the podcast recently. That was spectacular. We talked about it a little bit on this week's episode, but I feel like I didn't know who you all were, and then all of a sudden it was like you guys are kind of everywhere. So thank you all so much for supporting the show. It's fantastic. Bourbon Baller's here as well. What's going on, Bourbon Baller? And Tony says, with the next $5 Snuffy Chat, drats, you caught me. If only I didn't have the notifications on my phone alerting me as to who it was that was actually donating. Chris says, I moved things around here yesterday to get ready for working from home for the next 11 weeks. And changed the bourbon room for when we join streams. All our cabinets will now be in the background. That's awesome. Very cool. Very cool. I apologize real quick. Lucy just texted me. Sorry about that. Trying to plan taking care of Eden tomorrow evening. It's all good though. There's nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. I don't mean to take care of childcare stuff on the stream, but here we are. Oh my gosh, it's such a flat ale 8. I would add bourbon to it to spice it up a little bit, but I would not. I cannot go against my creed for this evening. I feel like I'll talk a little bit about what I've been drinking recently, though. We got the Let's All Text Lucy pack. We got sent the Elijah Craig A122 last week, which we'll do a review on soon, I'm sure, but it's quite good. It's pretty on par with everything that came out last year. Excuse me. I'm good. Choked a little bit there. Nick Foles says, "Where's the NA whiskey at? Is that the no alcohol whiskey?" I think that's what NA means there. But Nick Foles, good to see you in here. I feel like it's been a minute. As it has been with Don Nishida. He says, "Aloha all. Feel like I haven't been here in a minute." Well, there you go. Don, it's good to see you. Happy that you have been able to join this evening. But anyway, yeah. So A122 got mailed to us last weekend, and it's very, very good. I was so lucky to find more Benchmark Foolproof, which is just a spectacular budget bourbon. Shame, I have a feeling that's going to be ECBP moving forward. Do you mean like that's going to be the consistency of ECBP? Like it's not going to have kind of highs and lows, just going to kind of be like consistently okay. Yeah, no more 2020 level stuff. Yeah, it's a shame. Nick Foles says, "You know it. It's Burn Night had it 2 weeks ago, I think." They did, and they're doing dry January. And Chad he was texting us. I think he was texting us the other day, and saying that he just felt like he had one day where he just really could use a drink and he couldn't, and so he tried the no alcohol whiskey and said it was just atrocious. So the ones I've only had like 2 or 3 of them, I think, and what I have had, I have not liked either. So what's the proof on the A122? 120.8. So again, pretty consistent with what you're getting, or what we got throughout like all of last year, which is crazy. Chris says, "I still need to get all the benchmarks sent over." I didn't realize that you had benchmarks waiting to be sent. Swan says, "Indiana is crazy. I saw the full benchmark line, Rare Breed, Kentucky Spirit, and quite a few others I can't find at Kentucky." That's a real shame. I did see Rare Breed today, though, for the first time ever. Well, not ever. That's not true at all. For the first time in months. I mean, it's been really since like the beginning of November. And I don't think that I saw it because there are now bottles going out. I think I just saw it because this particular store had it. Like, and they just hadn't sold any more of it. Scott Pigsley with the $10 snuffy chat says, "You son of a I'm in." Awesome. Scott, thank you as well. So yeah, tonight's giveaway, for anybody who's just popping in, I will be giving away a Kentucky only LE, I guess, exclusive. which is Ale 81, which is pretty much my favorite soda, and is a ginger ale style soda with notes of citrus, and a full 750 of a bottle to be determined on what that is going to be. But I am more than happy to do that. So $5 per one entry. All the links for that are going to be in the description below. Donnie, I don't know if you're still in here or not, but I could use somebody keeping track of it. And also, you will not be receiving a flat Ale 8 pack. This is a very flat soda. But Swan says, I bought scotch today. Don't tell Perry. I almost bought scotch for Lucy today. Ale 8 is Kentucky tap water. Yes, it is. Tipsy Whiskey Shenanigans. Still find it crazy. You guys have a hard time finding Kentucky bourbon in Kentucky. It is insanely difficult for us to find stuff like that. I mean, but like the issues with Wild Turkey are it's not really a distribution thing as much as it is their glass shortage that they've been dealing with. And I was talking with somebody, I think last week, and when I was discussing the fact that Wild Turkey was going through that, the response was, well, everybody is. And so I feel like it hasn't had as major of an effect on other distilleries, other companies like it has with Wild Turkey, but I could be wrong. However, things like Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, we never see it just sitting on the shelves. It never happens. It's always like being thrown out as a special release that people are kind of lining up for, or maybe thrown into a lottery or something like that, which is stupid. Chris says, we used to have a drink over here called Clayton's. Its catchphrase was the drink you have when you are not having a drink. It was shit, but great catchphrase. Good thing Perry will not send Beam 8 stars the mystery bottle. I will not do that. And Dustin says, I'll take a handle of TW Samuels. I'm all out. Could be a handle of TW Samuels. One of the best 4-year bottled and bond products that Heaven Hill has. And really, I think only available in Kentucky, too. That's what I'll do. I'll do a Kentucky-only bourbon and this Kentucky-only soda. So you can mix Kentucky all together. So yeah, that's it. Thank you, Dustin, for inspiring tonight's idea. So yeah, not a bad little setup there. I'm mostly trying to get through the flatness of the Ale 8 so I can move on to something else. And I'm really excited for the next one too. But this will also be the most soda that I will have had in one sitting, probably since I was like a young teenager, like young teen, late tweens. But also $25 entry from Mr. Don Nishida. Thank you, Don. I don't think Donnie is in here at the moment, so I will have to keep track of this myself. But Don's isn't showing up on screen. That's okay, though. Yeah, I don't really drink a whole lot of soda anymore, really carbonated drinks much at all. Perry's going to crash tonight. Yes, Scott, I am so behind on giveaways. I'm so behind on it. Well, I'm really sorry. But I'll do my best to get caught up, at least getting everything bottled for sending this weekend. But I really apologize for that. I really do. We just now, I think today, got our last label for Picking in the Rain that needed to be mailed out, but it's just it's just taken a while, and uh-oh, we got a bot. Do we have any mods in the chat still? We got a bot. But we get King of Kentucky and no one else does, so it's a fair trade. This is my bourbon podcast. Hopefully not too bad tonight. Hopefully not too bad. Scott said no worries. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I'm sorry. I've had just a weird week. Hey, Eric's here. Hey, it's to me. Eric, are you a mod? There's no mods in the chat right now. Okay, hold on. I need because I mean, if there are going to be more bots showing up, then I need to take care of that. Swan's here. Eric, you're a mod now. Johnny 5, I am not giving away King of Kentucky tonight. But that would be nice. Lil, you are also a mod now. Embellish Pod, what's going on, John? The people double came in strong. He says I just love the new setup. I love the new setup too. I think it's awesome. I love the space and the freedom, and it feels more natural, I would say. Jenny, who can I turn to? Papa Ritter's here. Patrick says, I'm here, kinda. Embellish Pod says, and I bet Pigsley is actually the source of the bots just so he can get modded. Well, I think now that I have, I think mods can mod other people as well. Tipsy Whiskey Shenanigans says, yeah, I'm really digging the new setup as well. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate everybody. I couldn't see the name on this one, so I apologize. Oh, it's Chris. He says, $5. Thanks for going dry for Lil. People get to see how hard it is for us not drinking on streams at the moment. It's weird. It's weird doing a stream without drinking anything. Joseph, what are you doing here? Good to see you, man. Tipsy says, can't wait to move so I can redo my setup to cramped like your old one. The thing was, I just didn't have a way to, facilitate a setup like this. And that was basically just having a table and chairs. Which, by the way, can I do this? Let me see if I can do this without crashing everything. The thing is, you can't really see it. Anyway. Oh, well. Yeah, it's so nice getting able to sit at a table. Embellish, John says, to be honest, I could have listened to another half hour of non-whiskey chit-chat between you and Drew from the last episode. Thank you so much, man. Drew Crawley, who I had on this week's episode, musician out of Louisville. I mean, he and I just shot the breeze for an hour, and honestly, it was just a fantastic chat. I mean, I loved it so much. Drew and I eventually are going to be able to get to play music together too, which is super cool. And it's just fun. I'm really, really glad that people are enjoying it. Don Nishita's out. Papa Redder says, tell them about our pour the other night. KO. I will tell about that in just a moment. Welcome some other folks here into the chat. Darren writes here. He says, hey, late to the party. Scott said, I was salty about the samples, so I let the bot in. Absolutely. Johnny Five says, nothing but love and positive energy to Lil. Indeed. Independent Joe's here because of Lil as well. We're all here because of you, Lil. Y'all had the same type of familiar banter that you and Eric have. It's entertainment at its best. Dude, thank you. That's so kind of you. So Papa Ritter wanted me to tell them about the Kentucky Owl that we had this past weekend. So I'll probably wind up reiterating this on the podcast. So I won't go too in depth about it. But we got to try Owl Batch 11 because Papa Ritter won a lottery for the chance to buy a bottle, and the bottle that he was assigned was Kentucky Owl Batch 11. And I gotta be honest with you, I was impressed. I thought it was a really good bourbon. I noticed that, and I mean, Johnny Five says, I hope it was Deadman's juice. It probably is leftover stock that Dixon had. But there is this this punch in the middle of a roundness that Kentucky Owl pre-Batch 11 had that Batch 11 misses. And it misses it pretty significantly. And it's a shame because it's kind of what made Kentucky Owl special and made it its own unique thing. And it's not the same product, clearly. But it's still got quality behind it. Is it really $300 worth of whiskey though? I don't think so. I don't think so. I just think it's missing that extra little touch. Scott says, I was lurking when you came on Whiskey Encore, Perry. Sorry I couldn't participate more. Totally good, man. I was in the middle of editing and I needed to take a little break, and I saw that Cheech was live and there was a StreamYard link, and so I hopped on and I was like, what up? And then it sparked a debate about why Maker's Mark hasn't put out an age-stated product yet. There we go. Hello, friends. What's going on, Trev Wilson? Hope you're well, man. I haven't chatted with you in a while. I need to do that for too long. The Bourbon Wrench, cheers, nerd. At least it was better than the Wiseman. It was indeed better than the Wiseman. Extra push-ups for the latecomer. Hey, you heard the man, Trev. You were late, so you got to do extra push-ups. I need a sip of water before I move on to my next soda. Oh, I can feel all the syrup, the syrupiness coating my mouth. I'm really sorry that there's a orthodontist technician in the chat as well. Sorry, Joseph. But I figured that this seemed appropriate because this guy, of course, is well known and well loved within the bourbon community, but also he's pretty good friends with Chris and Lil. So had to go with Freddie's root beer. Freddie Johnson from Buffalo Trace, of course. So isn't that neat? Up on the neck. So non-alcoholic and caffeine-free. Well, maybe it'll just be the sugars that keep me up tonight instead. Perry's gonna be carbonated drunk tonight. There's a chance. There's a chance, but we'll see. Notes of root beer and vanilla. Oh man, maybe I am gonna be carbonated drunk. Woo! Cheers, Adam, Mr. Whiskey Shits. Good to see you, man. Will says I missed that. Do I need to give away a 6-pack of this tonight as well? So for anybody who's coming in late, $5 per one entry for the giveaway. We'll get you a 6-pack of our local Kentucky flavor Ale 81, which is a ginger ale style soda, and then a Kentucky only release of bourbon, so like a full 750. So $5 per one entry, and the links for all that are in the description below. So yeah. I'm going to be burpy. Yes. Tony says, hey, got a 6-pack of that for a penny at Benny's with the Buffalo Trace bourbon cream. Wow. That says you're going to be burpy. Yeah. Well, we'll see. Oh, man. I don't normally like root beer. And I don't know if it's the association with Freddie that makes me like this more. Probably a little bit. But this is... It's such a good soda, man. Dang it. Freddie just... I know that they kind of like... I'm not going to go into it, but not a better soda that could have gone with Freddie's name on it. And I miss Freddie. I haven't been to Buffalo Trace in so long. And, you know, when I was regularly doing tours and I was able to go and just kind of sit in around the gift shop while I was waiting for my groups to come back, I just would see him all the time and I get to chat with him and I just miss him. I miss him a lot. Oh, man. Emily's here. What's going on, Lil? Or Emily? Yeah, what is everybody drinking tonight, by the way? You can really taste the root. Dad says, when can we go? Let me look at their calendar. But I'm sure we could make something happen. I think the last time I was there, Dad, was when we went to the entrance basically with Dane and we saw the gift shop line and it was way too long. They were like, never mind. Oh, that's cool. Chris says, we love Freddie. We get him for all our BT tours and love spending time with him. I have a bottle of Jim Beam 1795 sitting here to take over to him when we can get back over. Hopefully this year. Hopefully we can see you guys this year. That's all I'm hoping for. Tony's drinking 7-Up. Pop Ritter's not drinking anything right now. That was the last time I was there, Dad. So. Did we lose a sub during the stream? I think we might have. That's pretty funny, actually. We had a new sub to the channel as well, new subscriber, Whiskey Lover Society. So, thank you guys. I forgot to say this at the top of the stream, too. But if you haven't yet, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Bell notification. All that good stuff that YouTube wants me to tell you to try and do. And I'll mention this towards the end again, but patreon.com/mybourbonpodcast is where you can support the show for as little as $1 a month, and $5 a month gets you bonus content. John asks, "Are you or Eric at Whiskey Weekend Batch 4?" I will not be there. Eric will be there though. So I still have to figure out what I'm gonna do for the week after's episode because Eric's gonna be gone during that time. So Chris says we have booked our Vegas hotel already for Labor Day weekend. Thank goodness. It's awesome. Dustin says double duty watching the live stream and IU versus Purdue game, drinking H2O. There you go. Hey, Kentucky won last night. So not upset about that. You know what, Freddie, that is neat. Oh, man. It's getting like up into my sinuses somehow, too. Give me just a second. Pop Ritter wants to fill in? Sure. We need to get you on so we can drink this this Blanton's Bourbon County Stout. Boop, 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 boop. List randomizer. Tony, Scott, Don. Oops. Don. Chris, I'm going to throw you all into the mix as well. Something I can, hold on to for you in the meantime. Will Henderson. What's going on, Will? Good to see you, Hendo. Independent Joe says, can't wait to see you guys, Lil and Chris. Can't wait to see them either, honestly. There's a number of Freddie-inspired sodas. All proceeds go to maintaining the cemetery where his father and grandfather are buried, if I remember correctly. I did not know that. That's very cool. Pop Raiders got to bounce. Love, cheers to all. See you all soon. Bye, Dad. Love you. Will says, just got the kids to bed. Time for a pour. This is my pour tonight. It's a nice ice cold root beer. I feel like my brain's working slower right now for some reason too. You know what I should do? I've never done this before. How about some root beer in a Halo glass? That way I can nose it better, right? Oh, and sorry, I forgot. Scott had another $5 entry. So thank you again for that, Scott. If you want to enter in the giveaway, links for all that in the description below. Dustin said, since I had COVID, just haven't been drinking much. I don't blame you. I would be not drinking much as well. I'm trying to figure out why the browser is not updating. 5 more for Freddie. There we go. There's Scott's message. Yeah. Love me some Freddie Johnson. I am truly nosing root beer in a Glencairn style glass. So this is a new thing for me. Nosing sodas. it makes it really hard to drink more of it. Glencairn Forever Unclean. Yeah, it's a little smudgy. Do all the YouTube things for the algorithm, or feed the algorithm. Yes, please. Yes, please. There's something about it where I can't chug it as fast, or I can't drink it as fast as I as I was out of the bottle. It's really strange. It's really strange, but it opens it up a little bit more. Get more in there. The funny thing about these Halo glasses, so they're slightly bigger than Glencairn's, but they've got this like well in the bottom. So when you think that you've poured like 2 ounces, because what you've normally seen with the Glencairn is that at like here, it's 2 ounces. That in a Halo is like 3.5 ounces. So you kind of get a little bit more than you thought. Swan, Perry, when are you coming to visit? I'll get you a bottle of Blanton's. I'm going to say this up top. I don't know when I'll be visiting right now. I got to be home. I got to be home with the baby. Where I've been not really working as much during the week. I've been Eden's, I don't want to say primary caregiver, but that's kind of what I've been doing, is just staying home and taking care of her throughout the week. And so I've just gotten like super, super attached to her, and she's gotten more attached to me. Vegas trip on Labor Day corresponds with a knocked a sample bottle off. With a whiskey schlammering with Shane Long from Storytime, with a number of channels and people going to be there. I wish we could make out to Vegas, but when you guys come to Kentucky, we will have a full-on whiskey schlammering for sure. But Vegas is just not really in the cards at the moment. Tony says Swan will be there in 3 hours. Scott says, Swan, you got Blanton's where you live now? Big Vic's here. What's up, Vic? Cheers to you too, man. Good to see you. And Eric said, adventure episode to Vegas. It's on the list. Chris says we'll be doing a schlammering at OBC with Iverson. Heck yeah. Heck yes. We'll do one there. We'll do one here. We'll do one, just wherever we can. It's going to be another, like, one of those, when you guys come in, it's just like 3 straight weeks of just liver Olympics. Liver picks. Yeah. Liver picks. Swan said everyone else should also continually stream Perry content. Yes, please. Swan said it's not widely available, but more so than Kentucky. Just always going to stream Perry content. It's really funny. See if I can survive a trip to Bourbon on Rye with you guys. Last time I went to Bourbon on Rye with you guys was after Chad and Sarah's wedding. And we were already pretty lit before we got there. Not Swan lit, because Swan was feeling real good after Chad and Sarah's wedding, especially like right before he left. Lil says it always is. It is always indeed a crazy, crazy time when you guys are here. It's the best. I missed it so much the last 2 years. So, and now you get to meet my child, which is weird. Cheech is here. Cheech has shared where you can become a patron of the show. It's patreon.com/mybourbonpodcast. Zopher's here as well. What's going on, Fonzo? Swan said I was feeling top notch. You were acting top notch, my friend. That was a funny night. A funny night seeing Swan get that drunk. Also, everybody go subscribe to Cheech. I'm sure you guys already are, but you know, Eric, you misspelled mutant, but he also shared whiskeymutant.shopify.com, which is where you can buy Whiskey Mutant merch, which is super cool. He's been doing that since the first of the year, so go check out Eric's stuff. It's really cool. I wore my Whiskey Mutant Little Debbie looking logo shirt the other day. So Biking Bourbon, what's going on? Biking Bourbon says howdy. Hope you guys are well. Hope things are super, super well in the biking and bourbon world. So I'm still working my way through this Freddy's root beer in a Halo glass. But I like this a lot. It's nice I probably would have gone a little crazy if I had just been drinking like water. So it's nice to have something that's more, flavored. It's got more flavor to it than like just plain old water. I love water though, don't get me wrong. Love me some water. I can really feel this sitting heavy on my stomach though. That's the result of not drinking soda much. Like I got a new shirt coming soon too. Oh, Eric, heck yeah. Lil says really need to get a few more shirts. You can never have too many. That's not true. You can have too many t-shirts. Becky Bourbon says it's spectacular. Awesome. Also, Cheech, thank you for sharing the merchant apparel shop link. It's bourbonshop.threadless.com. And yes, Tony, Whiskey Mutant is over here effing and jeffing. I don't know. I don't even remember where I heard that phrase the first time, but it was to describe, swearing. And I don't know what what jeffing means, but oh no. Oh man. Okay. Maybe I'm just going to switch to water for the rest of the stream. Whew. I should have prepped. Water just tastes like nothing after a bunch of heavy flavored sodas. But yeah. All right, we are rounding out them bubbles. Yes. Scott says I want that graffiti Little Debbie shirt. It's really cool. It's a really cool shirt. But we are finishing up the stream over the next few minutes. So if you would like to get in on tonight's giveaway, you can do so by donating a snuffy chat or two in any of the links below. You got a pregame a sober stream. I had a little pour earlier, but I mean, like nothing significant. But pre-gaming with soda probably would have killed me. But you can get in on the giveaway, which is a 6-pack of local Ale 1 soda, which is a ginger ale style soda, great for mixing with bourbon. And then am I hammered? I am 3 sheets to the wind, my friend. Um, oh, and a Kentucky only bottle. So could be something like a handle of TW Samuels. Could be something else that only Kentucky gets. I'm on a sugar high. I guess so. Like the my tummy feels bloated. Like I've got a lot of liquid bouncing around in here now. And I am starting to feel myself getting a little like fidgety almost as well. But Cheech also shared the Snuffy Chat links. So thank you for that, Cheech. Ooh, okay. So Eric just did a $10 entry. This is going to be and $10 from Will as well. Thank you, Henderson. Put Hendo and Hendo. But Eric said 2 entries for the first person who tells me their favorite snack in the chat. Go. What's your favorite snack? Snack cake, snack, whatever. Whoever answers first gets 2 entries into tonight's giveaway. So, good thing it's not nighttime. Yeah. I am seeing Dustin first, and he said fudge round. Eric confirms that it is Dustin. So, congratulations, Dustin. 2 entries into tonight's giveaway for the 6-pack and a Kentucky only bottle. Awesome stuff. Guys, thank you all so much as well for donating to the show. It is just a fantastic way to support everything that we do. Patreon, of course, is the kind of consistent one. But doing these streams and being able to support it, at least even everything counts. Really, really, really does mean the world. Oh my goodness. It is the world's top whiskey taster, Mr. ADHD Whiskey, Matt Porter himself, stopping in saying, hey, Perry. Hey to you, Matt. I miss you so much. I miss your face. Matt and I have not seen each other now in 2 years. Almost 2.5 years. Which is just, I don't like it. I don't like that. It makes me sad. Biking Bourbon, what is a fudge round? A fudge round is a little snack cake. Scott says Dustin just got me. But Eric went on a massive journey. It was like the end of 2020, beginning of 2021 to figure out what bourbon or whiskey paired the best with a fudge round. And it turned out to be Jack Barrel Proof, right? I think that's what it was. Ooh, we do need to get Matt on a Sips and Snacks. Matt said someone say snacks. Matt, you just need to come back to Kentucky so we can hang out and you can be on an episode. Oh, yes, and don't forget to hit the like button, of course. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and give it 2 minutes. I'll give you a 2-minute warning for the entry into tonight's giveaway. Links, of course, are in the description if you want to donate a Snuffy Chat. And otherwise, thank you so much to everybody who has entered so far. It's fantastic. Just makes my little heart happy. Makes me very, very happy. The champ is in here. Yeah, I haven't seen Matt since. Here are the significant things that have happened to Matt Porter since we've seen each other last. He launched his YouTube channel. He won World's Top Whiskey Taster. He quickly became a household name in WhiskeyTube. Surpassed what, you're over like 10,000 subscribers now? Is that what it is, Matt? Like 13,000 even? It's just wild. It's just insane. So, Matt has like gotten to the point where I feel like Matt, I think you might have outgrown Pear Bear a little bit, honestly. I think you outgrew me a little bit. 30K? I didn't realize it was that much. Oh my gosh, Matt, 30,000 subscribers. Holy dooly, dude. Man. Dustin says favorite Girl Scout cookie. Are Samoa's the peanut butter chocolate ones? Because if so, that's it. That's mine. Matt says never, ever, never. To you outgrowing me? I hope not, man. I hope not. I miss you too much. I love you too much. Man. All right. So we are putting a close on the giveaway entries. Once again, thank you so much to everybody who entered. Let's go ahead and get this all set up. So looking okay? Yeah. Now let's go ahead and hide Cheech's comment. So you can see everybody's entries all the way down to Will Henderson. Guys, once again, thank you all so much for entering. We will do top of the third spin will be the winner of tonight's entry or tonight's giveaway. So here's one. Here's two. And for the win, Don Nishida, who never wins anything. Yes. Congratulations, Don. That's fantastic. So Don had to bounce early, but we will make sure everything gets packed up and sent out to him before too long. Okay. So Samoa's are the coconut ones. Peanut butter patty is what I was thinking of. Oh, Matt says you're still one of my whiskey idols. It makes me, it's going to make me blush. But goodness gracious. Congratulations, Don. Congratulations. Oop, hit the mic, of course. But this has been wonderful, guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. Everybody send their best wishes to Lil, of course, as well. Lil, ready for you guys to freaking be back over here, you and Chris. Tony says Don couldn't be here, so as runner-up, I'll be happy to accept. That's funny, Tony. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching a dry stream. If you have not yet, dry stream. That sounds like an oxymoron. If you have not done so yet, please subscribe to the channel. Please like the video, hit the bell notification, all that good stuff. Please also subscribe to the podcast, which you can find on all your podcast apps, wherever you listen to podcasts, if that's your kind of thing. Or if you're just about WhiskeyTube, totally fine as well. You can follow the show at My Bourbon Pod on all social media channels, all that stuff. And then you can also support the show at patreon.com/My Bourbon Podcast for as little as $1 a month. And for as little as $5 a month, you get bonus content, including the pregame chats, pours from the floor, and early uncut access to every episode. So that does it for this week. Lil says, thanks all, and thanks, Pear Bear. Thank you too, Lil, for always being supportive of the show. Love you guys so much. Ready to see you guys, give you all big old friggin' hugs. So that does it. Guys, I'll see you next week. Until then, I'm Perry, and this is TIMBP Live.